Oops. Grand Rising, Brave Awakened Ones. What's up? Evie here. How you doing? It is the ninth. I don't know why I thought it was the 8th. It is the ninth of of um of February 2022. Um Coming here from the East Coast. So it's early morning and I want to make this video for you guys to share an experience I had overnight, an incredible experience I had overnight, and also to give you guys instructions on how to further utilize the whitewater tiger energy, the WWT. Okay? Made a video a few days ago, Friday, that is, of last week, in reference to this whitewater tiger energy that came to me. And I share with everyone to be set free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. And this ritual was for you to do it for yourself and to do it for your loved ones. Now, a family member of mine is getting a bit of getting some trouble from a corrupt judge. Let's put it that way. And I know he's working for the dark side, this judge. And the reason why my family member is being tormented by this agent of darkness is because of who and what I am. Okay? I was told because they came to me and said, hey, we got him. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're going to send him away. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We got your friend. We made her fall before the finish line. That was Lucy himself, okay, who came and told me that. So Lucy, as in Lucifer, okay, came and said that to me, that if you don't cease and desist what you're doing, we're going to take your nephew. The judge works for me. And he also said to me, we made your friend fall right before she crossed the finish line. And good news on that, my not so normie friend, I used to call her my normie friend. She turned out not to be a normie at all. Yeah, they got to her due to certain weaknesses. It worked through her and got her. But over the weekend, she had a humongous breakthrough. This WWT energy worked amazing on her. And she ended up doing it for herself on Sunday and doing it for her siblings also. Okay, so it's been working amazing. And the speed in which it works is directly proportionate and associated with the amount of light that the person has in them. Okay? You have to have some light for it to work with. All right? But what Yeshua came and told me was to do it for thy enemy. And I was like, what? Because I got my candle lit. I called up my sister in New York, told her to call her witchy friends, do what we got to do to expose this judge and deal with him, blah, blah. And then Yeshua said to me, do it for thy enemy. I said, well, the one that I consider enemy right now is that corrupt judge. I do it for thy enemy. So I actually did it for him. I did the white water tiger ritual for him. And then I was told, tell my not so normally be a friend to do it for thy enemy. So I told her, I said, listen, those people who put those hexes on you, them crazy voodoo curses, you have to do it for them, which happens to be her sibling, her sister, and her aunt. I said, do it for them. So she did it for them and for her ex, and she's like, it felt amazing. So I'm telling you, do it for thy enemy. If you have an ex who's been torturing you, you're going through crap with them, do it for them. Do it with total detachment. You're not doing it like, you're angry. No, you're doing it with detachment. Okay? Because the way the energy is worked, I was shown when you do it for thy enemy, what the energy is going to do, it's going to bring to their consciousness the wickedness of their ways, what they're doing. That's what's going to happen. It's going to bring it up to them. So they're going to have to face what they're doing. Okay? So that's what doing it for that enemy is going to do. It's going to bring it to their consciousness and turn them around. Like they're not going to be able to continue doing what they're doing because they're going to realize the effects it will have on them, okay, if they continue. So they'll have no way of not facing it. There's no way they can turn to not face what they're doing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So yeah, do it for thy enemy. And then overnight, well, yesterday I was told you're going to do it for your you're going to get people to cover the world with it. So I was like, okay, I guess am I going to have to do a live and get everybody together like I used to? And I was told, and I waited on it, waited for an answer. So I have not slept all night long. Okay, hence the cap, because my hair, I had to braid my hair. My hair looks awful. I'm like, blah. Been up all night dealing with the energies. We know the sun, look at this, has been popping off nonstop. We have a really big CME that popped off. Here it is right here. You could see, there it goes. It looks light, but that's because it's directly coming towards us. Here we go. Here's Earth, the yellow one. Bam. It's supposed to hit us by Friday. It's a bit slow moving. Thursday, Friday. It's an M1 class, but what makes it so intense is the duration. It lasted a few hours. A huge filament. Okay. And as you could see, we've been being pummeled all week long since last week. We've been being pummeled with this energy. We got into, the black zone, 7 to 9 KP index. So it's solar wind has been off the chain, being hit with the photons and everything. So we're being hit with a lot of energy. And the reason why, as you can see, we're going into solar maximum, and here's a nice corona hole. The Earth is right here. So bam, we're right on it. So we're being hit with all these energies because of number one, what I had to do overnight. And I don't know who else is doing this, but I know what part I played. And taking Earth, not just Earth, our entire galaxy in the other direction, turning it from topsy-turvy world upside right. And it happened overnight, and it directly connected. I'm just looking up this exact date. It's directly connected to the, so yesterday was the 8th when it happened. So it's directly connected to the full moon in Leo that is going to happen on the 16th of this month. The switchover the switchover energy happened yesterday. Okay, that's the half moon. It went from the new moon energy. I was always told, look to the moon to see when the energies switch over. So yesterday was February 8th here in the US. So it went from the new moon energy that we're just leaving to the full moon energy in Leo, which is marking the new beginning. I was told completion and new beginning. So let me explain to you what happened overnight with me. I'm going to use this analogy to show you guys what happened. You see this stirring right here? Here's a spoon. Imagine this is the Earth. This part of the spoon is the Earth. This is our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. This is the Earth, and this is me. Literally, me. Okay? Here's the Milky Way galaxy. We are here. Here's the Earth right here. Here's the Milky Way galaxy. This is this part of the spoon. This tiny little dot right here is the Earth, and this is me, okay? This is what happened to me overnight. And please don't write to me. I don't want to debate you. I do not want to debate you. This is my spirituality, my experience, my soul experience. So there is nothing to debate. It's my soul experience. Whatever you want to believe when it comes to the makeup of the galaxy of the universe, that's your thing. I don't care. All sincerity, I don't care. For real. With all love, I don't care. So please don't email me. Don't send me a cajillion comments saying, oh, but it looks like this is it. No, I don't care. Okay? With that being said, so again, here's the spoon. right here, right? And this is what happened to me overnight. All this energy was bombarding me coming in. From the minute my head hit the pillow, like 9:30, right? I it was like lightning going off in my room, but it was like these huge bars. It looked like the Schumann when the Schumann really lights up. Okay, that's what it looked like the Schumann really lit up. And I was like, holy crap. And I could hear like the thunderclap, but it was ethereal. Okay, it wasn't outside, it was ethereal. And sorry for the bad lighting. I always use sunlight, but it's pouring outside, so I'm trying to use this horrible artificial light that I can't stand. So any which ways, but I physically saw it, but I was bilocating, like I was in my room on my bed, but with my eyes open, I was out here. This is what it looked like to me. I was out here, okay? So I started feeling vortexy. Then I started physically, it was like physically seeing my room spin, my bed spin. I was like, what the freak? And it was going slow. So the way it looked to me was like I expanded out. Like here was me, here was the earth, and it was stirring. Like I started from here and I was seeing the stars and the constellations switch positions above me. I was like, where, what the deuce? So I was just, it was going this way. You see, we're a spiral galaxy. There's different type of galaxies. Earth, Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. This is the central galactic sun. So we started here and then we spun around, like the spoon. I was stirring the galaxy with all the energy that was coming in me, and I went from here to here, and we ended up there. And everything switched positions. And I was like, what in God's name was that about? And I heard divine intelligence say to me, you just changed the position of the galaxy. And I was like, huh? It's like Earth, like I helped the Earth literally stir, because the Earth is like the center point of this galaxy. Not literally, it's not in the center, but it's like the star of the show. Let's put it that way. What happens on Earth, most of us know, awakened ascended people know that what happens on Earth reverberates throughout our entire galaxy. So that's why all eyes on Earth right now with what's going on. So I helped spin Earth from here to there. And I was like, okay, what does that accomplish? Because everything is now looking the opposite direction. It's like, no, now everything is turned upside right. Everything is turned upside right. It was upside down. That's why it was always topsy-turvy, bizarro clown world. But now, with that energy coming in, bam, we're here. That's the way it was shown to me in the ethereal, physical ethereal, because I was like this, like, oh my God, where am I? What is going on? All right. And then between the hours of 4 to 6, well, it lasted all the way till 7, but it started like 4 something. The white tiger energy came, and then, but I was like wiped out, to say the least, after doing something like that. Then divine intelligence said to me, use the whitewater tiger energy for what do you say, for your country and your nation. I always refer to my country as Haiti, where I was born, and my nation is the US, where I grew up since I was a baby. So I was like, huh? I thought I was supposed to do it for the globes. Like, no. And I was shown how, remember when we were doing all those things in 2019 and 2020 with the higher realm magic to help turn things around, to set things up in the ethereal, as it is in heaven, so it is on earth, so everything could start manifesting as of 2021, really kicking it up in 2022 now. Everything we did had led up to this moment. Not just us, of course. There are different teams of light workers doing different things. So this whitewater tiger energy now is to do it for where you are, because we are where we're supposed to be for a very specific reason. So it's not us. Oh my God. Whoa. This energy hit me so hard. It makes me so woozy. I always feel like I'm about to faint when it hits me hard. Um, so it's not us doing it for the world. It's doing it for where your country of your origin, where you were born, and the country where you live. If you were born in Canada and you live in Canada, then it's just Canada. It's not, oh, I'm gonna do it for the continent of Africa. I'm gonna do it for China. You have no damn connection to that unless you do, unless you live there, unless you were born there. Okay, it's very specific, and with oh my goodness, and with you doing it for your nation and your country, you're grounding in that energy. Remember the white WWT, what we're doing here, oh geez, here I go, is you're setting free emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. And you're setting the land itself free, along with its inhabitants, free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. And wherever you are, it's like a grid. Think of a crystal grid. The focus is where you are. So the energy goes where the energy flows where your intention goes, okay? But it has to be it's very specific. And don't ask me any other questions when it comes to that. Oh yeah, but I really like Italy. I visited and I feel connected. No, it's your country of origin, where you were born and where you live, okay? So if you can't handle that, then don't do it. So it's, you people know how I get with this kind of stuff because it's so serious. So it's, again, you're setting the land, especially Haiti has so much torment that went there. It was a seasoning island for slavery. And the stuff, the darkness that's still there with all the black magic that goes on there. And I didn't know how bad it was until I met certain people who are, going through it. It's really bad. It's a good, like, even people who call themselves Christian there who thinks they're not doing anything bad, they still do it. They'll hire somebody to do stuff for them. And it'd be like, don't ask, don't tell sort of thing. Oh, I don't want to know what you're going to do to get it done. I just want my business to be successful. Or I just want that guy. I don't care what you're going to do to get it done. But then go to church on Sunday, call yourself a Christian, a Catholic, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work that way. You're serving two masters. So that kind of nonsense must stop. It cannot exist in the higher energies of New Earth. Plain and simple. So wherever you are setting the land and the inhabitants free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. And we will connect the same way we connected doing all the other stuff. Our energies will connect to spread throughout the earth, okay? But before you do it, the same way you had to do it for yourself, before doing it if you didn't do it for yourself yet, you must do it for yourself first before doing this, okay? You must do it for yourself first, even if you think you're on top of the world and nothing's touching you. You must clear yourself first. You must do this for yourself. If you already did it for yourself, you don't have to do it again. The way this energy works, because it's so powerful, it's a one-shot deal. It's a one-shot deal. Do it, step aside and let it work. You don't go back. You just do it once, you step aside and let it work. Step aside and let it work, okay? So, and the best times, the most powerful times to do it, I know some people said, I can't do it because of my living arrangements at those specific times. With this, the one I'm telling you, do it for your nation, do it for your country. Because I was going to get up and go to my altar and do it. I was like, no, I felt like a force pushed me down. I said, no, just stay in bed and do it. And then I called, I text someone else on Team V, and I told her, because it was like 6 something. I was told, text her right now, tell her to do it for her country and her nation also. And then I was told, should I tell her to stay in bed afterwards? Like, trust me, she'll get the message. And then when we spoke later, she was like, yeah, I couldn't move after that. It was just so crazy and intense. So no, you don't have, I suggest you don't sit at your altar to do it. Just lay in bed and do it. Do the visualization. You invoke, I invoke the whitewater tiger energy. I invoke the whitewater tiger energy. I invoke the whitewater tiger energy, and I embody it now to set free and to set free, and you're envisioning your land, like say the United States, right? Hands here. You start off to set free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment, the United States of America. Then blow on it 3 times. All right? Next hand position. Right hand out, right hand in front, left hand in back, and you're envisioning the land, right? You're envisioning the land itself, like what the U.S. looks like, or whatever country. And then you're saying it. United States of America, you are now set free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. That's hand position 2. Hand position 3, top and bottom. United States of America, you are now set free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. Then both hands on front, like in the heart of the nation. United States of America, you are now set free from emotional, mental, and spiritual torment. And who God sets free is free indeed. Thanks be to God. Thank you, whitewater tiger. And that's it. And you're doing it like I did it for the U.S. and then I did it for Haiti. Okay, so again, if you were born in Australia and you live there, you're just doing it for Australia. Got it? And it's only once that you do it. Now, the most powerful time to do this is before sunrise, before the break of dawn. I was told between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m., wherever you are, between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's the optimal time to do it. Okay? And you could meditate on it and visualize the whitewater tiger energy, which is like this white stick smog energy permeating throughout the land, while you're doing it. You could take your time doing it, all right? So that's the number one time to do it, before dawn, between the hours of 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., all right? Now, the second most powerful time to do it is before sunset. So look to see when sunset happens, but it has to do with the moon and the sun being in the sky at the same time. So I would imagine that's like between 5 and 7 or 4 and 6, something like that. All right. Those are the 2 optimal times to do it. So if you can't do it before sunbreak, do it before sundown. All right. Those are the 2 times. So that's it. And please feel free to share. Please feel free to share, how it went for you when you do it. How are you dealing with these energies, because, it's whenever I think about it and because all of a sudden I visualize it, like right now I'm woozy, but like I almost fall over. It's so intense on me. So, yeah, and another very interesting thing that happened that has never happened before is yesterday I was doing my regular prayer and meditation. I always say Ephesians 6. And as I started saying, that's the armor of God prayer, as I started saying it, I felt something come out between my shoulder blades. It came out and it came over my body. Like it literally felt like an exoskeleton, whatever, coming over me. Like the armor of God was like very, like almost X-Men, Iron Man thing. I don't know. It was coming over me. I was like, what the? And it felt like it was coming out from my spine. It was crazy. And then I spoke to the other Team V member this morning. She goes, oh my God, remember that thing you told me? She goes, same thing happened to me when I was saying the armor of God prayer. And if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known what the heck it was. She goes, it felt like an exoskeleton coming out, just going around me. So that's pretty intense. I don't know. Anyone else experiencing that? All right, then. Evie out. Talk to you guys later. Sugar. And yeah, we're turning this ship around. I already did. I turned the ship around. And yeah, February has been a doozy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, buckle your seatbelts, people, if it's not already buckled, because it's like, Many twists and turns coming up. All right? Hang in there.